Good evening. Happy Friday. Welcome to the stream. Um, I never know what to do for an intro. Like, I don't have a catchphrase or anything, but that's fine. Maybe, that's fine. It'll just be my phrase. Oh yeah, everything's fine. Everything's going tits up. But we're gonna make it work. No, I don't know. Um, I've got, I've got booze. I've got coffee. I've got candy. I also have my minis and paints, but ew, something is floating in my booze. Ew, what the fuck is that? Ew. Sorry, 1 second. There is something floating in my booze. Get out. What are you? Looks like a giant amoeba. Ugh. What do I get for making my own booze? What the fuck are you? Oh, it appears to be hard. What is it? Ew. Oh, you know what? I think it's a piece of bottle sealing wax. A tiny little tip of it. Ew. Okay. That's better than an amoeba. It's much better. But anyways. Got next member of the fellowship up here to paint. Getting Legolas, who that's another one I've never painted before. I've done Gandalf before, so I think the only remaining members are the Hobbits, which I did poorly as a kid, and Gandalf, which I also did poorly as a kid. But we'll get Legolas done up tonight. In any kind of any kind of personal news, I my ass tested for ADHD because that would explain so much. That would explain so goddamn much. But yeah, let's get started. So let's pick out some colors. I've got a couple image refs pulled up, and boots are easy. Boots are always easy for this guy. It's always dark brown. Everybody got dark brown leather boots. So I'll do Catachan with a wash. Does he have a cloak? No, he doesn't have a cloak. His underclothes are kind of interesting because they're actually kind of light colored, bluish. So I think what I'm going to do. Oh, right. I rearranged my paints. That was a bad idea. I'm going to do. I might do. Is it Lothern blue? Lothern blue and blue horror for his shirt, his undershirt. And I think Thunderhawk with a wash for his pants. And then his tunic. A lot of people do kind of a light green. It's actually more of an olive drab, I think. There's a lot of scenes when he's out in the sun, it almost looks brownish. And olive colors tend to do that. A lot of olive fabrics. I've got pants that'll do that. They'll be brown one day and green the next. But yeah, also I have wine. Well, it's a mead. I brewed a mead up a few years ago and found it in the garage. I thought, hey, this is real good. It kind of tastes like hand sanitizer a little bit, actually. But I think that's just mixed with the chocolate for some reason. I have a lot of olive colors though. It's really not super bright, so I might go with these two. Deathworld Forest and Deathguard Green for the tunic. Then we'll have... his bow is actually a darker color at this stage in the story. So I'm going to go with Rhine Oxide for that. As well as some of his buckles and straps. But we'll need a little gold to do some of the trim. Even the arrow shafts are pretty dark. So let me find a gold. And I'll use arc armor. That's kind of a yellowier gold than the whatever I used last week on Gimli's armor. Which I think is supposed to look more like brass. But he's got these reddish orange quills. Where did I move my reds? Oh, they almost look like a burgundy. What is this? Oh, that's contrast. Doomfire magenta. That is too purpley pink. And I think it's contrast paint too, so it's not going to show up on the black primer. I'm going to just choose... I'm going to choose an orange and I'll hit it with a red wash. So I'll choose the Dragon Layer Bright. Fire Dragon Bright. Right. Standard flesh mix from Vallejo and blonde hair. Blonde hair. Let's see. I think the blonde I'll do by painting it Dorn yellow and then hitting it with an Agrax wash. It might do it. I gotta find more of my washes. God, I was an idiot. And just a little silver for the little touch-ups and lights. Where did I put all my washes? What the hell was I thinking? Oh yeah, Flesh Shade. There's the Crimson Carbro, the red wash. Armor, test on. Agrax. I don't think I really need any others. Oh, you know what? I do have Chthonian Camo Shade. Oh, that's kind of glossy. The Chthonian Camo Shade comes out a little glossy, but I'll try it because it's going to be going under as an undercoat. I don't want to put anything in his pants. I'll null oil his pants just a little bit. Just a teensy bit. Alright, let me set stuff to the side and we'll get started. I got paints picked out. Let's start with his pants. So pants and undershirt first. Probably be tunic next. Oh, he does have greaves. Maybe I'll get another lighter brown for his greaves. Greaves, bracers, that's what I mean. Gorthor, that might be a little pale, but I think that's okay. I think that's okay. He's in the base pretty solidly, so yeah. Let's brushes and get to work base coating. It does help. Sometimes I feel like it's just in the way. Oh, my fish tank went off. My shitty, horrible fish tank. We've been trying to treat it for algae. I've got two fish tanks. One is my turtle tank. It's 60 gallons. It sounds too big. I don't think it's quite that big. It might be that big. That's a 10. I think it's 36. It's paludarium, half filled. It's got a bunch of Mopani driftwood that are pretty heavy and got a lot of plants growing in them, and a fat turtle that knocks everything over and consumes everything. I found her in an oil spill, and then I stole her and took her home. She was like, well, she was like this big when she was like that big when I found her. And now she's this big and consumes all. The other tank, there's also some lizards living in it too, the arboreal parts of it. The other tank is just like a regular fish tank, but we got some fish that came with some cyanobacteria, and everything just grew layers and layers of slimy algae, and we've not been able to knock it out. We've tried everything. We've gotten it knocked back, and then it just comes straight back. It's just maddening, really. But one day I'll get it fucking fixed. One day. So let's get a little bit of this dry brush paint. Oops. I hit the little lens cover. Where did I put the water? I put the water right here. Let's mix this up into some regular paint. All right, now I'm just going to go over his knees. Hard telling what's folds in his pants and what's just a weird irregular boot shape. You know, that is precisely why I got the magnifying glass. Wouldn't you know it? Does your light work anymore? It kinda do. It kinda do. Hey, it's a base coat, so you can go over stuff incorrectly. It's fine. That light is not doing well. Flicker, flicker, flicker. Man. Put the shortest length battery in this thing. Something bit my foot. Oh. Alright. I actually have some already mixed up right next to it. Look at that. I actually found a little weird in the Hobbit movies was the guy playing Bard almost seemed more Orlando Bloomish than Orlando Bloom in those movies. Like, he kind of reminded me of Will Turner, Orlando Bloom, versus Legolas, Orlando Bloom. And they were so similar, it was kind of like this. Oh, right, different guys, different people. Alright, so that's the base coat for the pants. That is blinking and distracting me. Have a little more wine. I put hot peppers in that batch. It was good. I shared some with the neighbors. It sure would suck if this thing was like, if I'd accidentally brewed something poisonous. It took out the neighbors as well. Oops. Alright. So his sleeves and a little bit under his tunic showing with this. This will be the basic undercoat for that. Shouldn't need much because it's just another real small area. Even a small drop goes a long way with these. It was already kind of thin, so. Alright. Are you guys getting the light? Because it looks more like I raise my light here. Might help a little bit. Alright. Gonna have a little bit here. The middle. It's actually diluted quite thin on that edge. Oopsie. And there's a little line of it going here in the center. A little bit more sticking out here on the edge. Got a little in his pants. I think the wash will cover it though, so I'm going to ignore it. Bit right here. Second coat over everything. Oh, I forgot to do sleeves, but let me get the parts around his waist first. There's a little slit in the back here, but I don't think it's open enough to see anything, so I'm gonna leave it. Because I think trying to get in there and get color into it isn't gonna be worth it once the wash and everything else is over it. Alright, sleeves. Quick. Inner sleeves are really easy. Basically just plop it through. It falls right into the groove. It fills it nice. A bit more in there. Alright, second coat the neck of the other arm. Into his elbow. Alright. Cover it. First glance doesn't look very Legolasy. All the blue and black. Alright. Let's do the tunic next, because I think once I can get like under his crotch, I can glue them into the base. But then the boots are easy. I don't have to paint the bottom of the boots. They're going to be up against the base. So it's dripping. It's dripping. Tuck this bit to the side. I've got a lot on the brush right now, so let me just clear off the big brush. Alright, do it. I guess I could just stick him in the base for now. We're there. I lost it. And I think it's right over the paint. Oh well. Alright. Now that we do have base color areas coming into contact with each other, I gotta be a little careful. I'm very excited about tomorrow. This Lego is releasing their LotR set. And I'm going to be in line for that thing as soon as I can. Because, goddamn. It's about twice the height of the Rivendell set, which I've got over on my dresser. I think it's might be about the same as the Orthanc set, which I also have, but that's my storage. Let's say it's almost 3 feet tall, the tower. And I was thinking about streaming that build, but I hadn't really thought about how long it might take me. I'm a fast builder. Oh, I should have done his face next, actually. That's color. Oh, you know what? I think that's actually a little shirt collar underneath. Rinse the brush real quick and get that dabbed in there. Yeah, okay, let me take a good look. I think that is shirt collar in there. Tunic collar. Under tunic, okay. I wonder if maybe if I did, where is it? Desk. what if I did this? Does that orient things better? Oh, it does. Perfect. Oh, that's much better. Okay, you can see how I see it now. Cool. I'll probably struggle with displaying the model at the end less now. So when you have to switch back and forth between a game that inverts the y-axis or not when you're aiming. Hi, honey.
Snack attack.
More snacks? I love snacks.
More snacks. Would you like some?
Snacks. Yeah, Cracker Jack, blueberries, almond joy,
Mushroom
Claire. Gosh, you brought something of everything.
Yeah. But I'm kind of looking through the fridge, seeing what needed to be eaten. Blueberries were high on the list. But the other two were just like not experienced.
You tried not being congested, huh? You tried picking up one of the cats and snorting all the fuzz?
As soon as I touch any dust or anything like that, cat dander, cat hair, oh, forget it. Hi. Oh, it's a little baby.
Trying to suggest that we have dirty, dandruffy cats. Oh, God. Don't let him hear. Don't let him know we're talking shit about him.
I know what he's here for. Little nap feels so nice.
What? What feels so nice?
A little nap. Just like laying down.
You just took a nap, silly.
No, I mean, it feels so nice to take a nap.
Had one nap, yes. What about second nap?
I'm like, ooh, I got up from my nap just in time to take another nap. Right over here.
I feel refreshed. So refreshed I could go to sleep.
Oh, yeah. Something. I can understand why people can wait with this. Some people can't. I get it. If you don't exercise. So I did go for a run today. So. Try to have light meals. A lot of fruit, a lot of veggies. Get the protein in. That's fun stuff. You didn't try that grilled chicken sandwich. That's very good. I remember McDonald's had one, and then last I checked, they got rid of it.
Yeah, they were doing grilled for a while, but
They haven't.
they had some grilled stuff for a while.
At one point, they had a grilled chicken sandwich, but it was, I think, tomato basil or something. It was one of the.
Oh yeah, they had like around the world stuff.
Yeah. It was bad to see that one go.
Hey, Pancakes, being a fat boy on the floor. rhetorical question. He's a fat boy wherever he is. He's a fat boy wherever he goes. But right now, he's always on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, pancakes, for an Asa cat, you don't climb too much. Is that how you maintain your nice pear-shaped figure? By never exerting yourself ever? So he's our rotund little boy. He's actually fairly lithe, really, but he's just... He eats lots. We got pear-shaped. We got this little saggy belly.
Well, the vet told us, oh, he's a kitten. Just let him free feed. He'll eat however much he needs. And then what, 6 months later, we came back in.
Like, wow, he's really fat.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, this kitten didn't learn any self-discipline when it came to his food. He eats whatever he can, whenever he can.
Oh, I didn't realize I was in a mine or a cave.
You didn't realize you were mining in Minecraft, hun?
No, I thought I was back in our town.
Whoops. I got a little on the undercoat sleeve. Have an odd angle. Don't really know. There's a lot of belts and stuff right in here. Might be some hair too. So let me just paint all of it with the tunic color just to have a solid base colored behind everything. We can go on top of it there. All right, let me get, well, that bit cools. Let me get under here. Cools, dries. I'm thinking about smelting my stuff, but that's something I'd like to stream, but I don't really have the setup for it. Just chilling, watching my gold melt. Almost done with this color. A little bit more in here. Excuse me, hon, I'm in the middle of recording. Can you not cough? Ugh. A little bit more there on the edge of this hook. Yeah, that looks fine. Alright, let me fix a little bit of his sleeve I hit. Alright. Alright, now that the tunic's on, let me get a little bit of glue. And last time I tried to use the glue, it went freaking everywhere, so. Oh boy. It's a big drop. Big drop of the cramp. It's like some surface tension starts yanking it out of the tube. Oh shit, I just stripped the cap. Well, hopefully that doesn't totally dry out. Alright. Annie.
Oh.
Is he just being a butt somewhere? Would you like some wine, hon? You need. Spicy. Spicy. Not too spicy.
Oh, I got almond joys today.
Nice. Okay.
So can't believe you made that.
I paid what, $16 for that 6-pack? I think it came with 4 gallons, and I can turn 4 gallons into 20 gallons. Costco.
Oh, apparently a new CFO took over.
Mhm.
And one of the first things that he said was, and no, I will not be going after the price of coffee. Because people were concerned.
Hi, Penny.
Yeah, that's good news.
Hi, Penny. Here, buddy. Come closer, pancakes. Come closer. No? Okay. Would you stop knocking those skulls over, please, buddy? Doesn't care till the camera comes on. Then still he takes issue with it. Alright, so let's do the boots. Looks like my other little blobs. I measured them well enough last time. I didn't actually use them all up. I didn't need any more. That's really dripping off the lid there. Oh, damn. So much fun.
So many different bodies of water. They're not connected.
Oh, in the cave?
It's really interesting. Because usually they're connected.
Mm-hmm. I can't get my brush. Come here, brush. Come here. Gotcha. There's actually a little bit on the brush still stuck. Put it off. I don't have any nubs anywhere. Alright. It's the Catachan flush, I think. Do that for his boots. My little stand. My little standy. Sometimes it's handy. Isn't that right, Pandy? I need more candy. Alright, Brush, what the fuck's going on?
Oh.
The hell? What the fuck? Okay, I got stuff tangled like in the brush. That's weird. It's my alcohol. Oh, I think some of the paper that's in the wet thing broke off. took some of the paint with it and got stuck in the brush. I think that's what happened. Right. Maybe the stand is in the way for the boots. At least Legolas and Gimli's boots aren't just those weird piles of straps. What is that? Is that pant leg fold or is that boot? That's pant leg fold. Okay. Shit, or is it? What am I looking at? Is that? Fuck. It might be boot. I think it's boot. No, it's pant leg fold. Hearing someone vacuuming. Is that a neighbor outside or is that your mom? Neighbors outside vacuuming the dirt. It was wet super glue, I think. I think that's what it was. It wasn't a bit of stuff from the paper. It was wet super glue. It fortunately comes out pretty quick. It's still wet. It's purple. I honestly can't tell if that's boot or not. Looking at the reference pictures, it kind of looks like it might be boot. But it also kind of might not be. I'll do it boot. So this little fold, there's an extra little triangle of fabric in there. bit more stuck on here, maybe. Definitely need a nice purple wash after this, though. After that step. It was messier than I thought. Alright. Let me look up Legolas's armor. Or not his armor, just his equipment. Legolas's bow. And give me the picture. Give me the picture, damn it. Alright, fine, be slow. Close, you get out of here. Alright, I think it's probably just the same brown, actually. There's the boots. So, at that. Oh, one of those is his knife. Alright, let's get the quiver. We're to parse out what the rest of this is. Get some of it. It's got a texture, and it's goes into hard to reach areas. So let me get pulled out so we can. There's this textured gold inlay everywhere on it, on the top. It also goes like up behind his folded arms, so I can't like get the brush in there too easily to get it. So the texture bits are bashing my brush up. Some of this over here is also one of his knives. I'm trying to figure out what I'm looking at.
Jesse.
Okay, some of that's hair and braids, and some of that's straps, and some of that's scabbard. I need a little bit more paint. Just the slightest little bit. Blush. More wine. I think this batch came out around 13%, but it's carbonated now, so it definitely did a little more fermenting in there. There's this light even shining. It's shining like straight down, like at a weird angle. That's too thin. That pooled right up. It's better. Okay. Get right along the edge.
She wished me a happy Friday, bitch.
Oh, happy Friday, bitch.
Happy Friday, bitch.
Like, have a good weekend, C.
What was it? I don't remember what it was from, but we saw something in it with like bitch in the kitchen. I think it was just like a joke that we found somewhere online. And ever since then, we call each other bitch because of that. It's just cute. Just making cookies or something one night.
These braces are almost done. I think that'll finish off this brown. I'm going to use a lighter brown to do the straps. I might use Mornfang for the straps, because it just helps them stand out a little bit. A little bit more on this edge. well on the bottom, but I think the bottom's good. I'll do the bow with dark browns, then I'll help the gold stand up better. Now let's get some skin tone. And ice. Okay. Oh wow. I did not realize how much of that one bled. Ooh. Yeah, I hope that won't cause any problems with future batches. There's some polymer on this foam that makes it, I think, absorbs and holds water, so it's actually kind of slimy. But I hope that I hope I can watch the giant orange stain out here. This brush got really globbed up. There's like a visible blob in the middle of the brushes. But anyways, let's get that cleared out. Might be done with this brush for the night, I think. More wine. All right, let's pull up the base colors. Heavy skin tone. Don't need much at all. Oh, shit. No water, fuck. Oh boy, uh-oh. That's okay. I got a little water. Okay, cool. Drain it just a little bit. All right, that should be good. Anyways, where did I put the other one? There it is. All right, so hands and face.
Supply of copper. Oy. I can't not take it.
We need the copy for magic, for enchanting. The cheekbones and the eye sockets. A bit under his chin. It's hard to shoot with gloves on. I haven't shot an arrow in so long. In gym class, they used to have archery every year. It was always funny watching, like, because we lived down in the country, so a bunch of the kids like could bow hunt and stuff, and then a bunch of the kids just did not. So you'd get like some skinny little redneck guy would just walk up and hit a few bullseyes, and then kind of like a valley girl would go up and she'd let go of the bow and arrow at the same time, and they just fall straight to the floor. They'd like almost try to push the arrow out of the bow instead of just letting it go and the bowstrings do the work. It's kind of funny in the class. Such like a huge skill gap or skill difference. And like it's not like, you know, this is an everyday skill someone needs to have. Just like, oh, here comes James. He's gonna go bam, bam, bam. It's like, all right, he passes. The rest of you are going to take the next 2 to 3 weeks to try and figure out this basic tool. Like, not even like shooting accurately, just getting the bow to fire the arrow is a challenge for some kids. We also used to have a shooting range in our school, but they didn't use that no more. So you have when you grow up in the sticks. There it is. I forgot where I put my paint. Yeah, which blob was the one I was using? Well, these archers all have the same poses. I mean, I guess there isn't really too many you could do for archers. Aiming the bow, firing the bow, knocking an arrow, pulling an arrow from the quiver. That's about it. There's a little bit of bows and arrows I missed in here, so let me get those. Yep, that's how the Minecraft world generation works.
No, I mean,
Forever.
you know how iron is in tough?
Mm-hmm.
That's how copper is in granite that I keep finding.
Oh.
And so I go through like all the granite and I find so much copper. Like, oh. I don't want all the copper, we all film. I love these.
Alright, so that's the face and hands and a little more of his quiver. Good line. Let's get the Dorn Yellow on his head. I'm gonna work straight out the top of the pot because this looks a little thin. Excuse me. Fuzzy in it. Quite the long fuzzy, actually. Ooh, that is bright, but I hope the wash knocks that down a bit. God damn. Okay, by the temples. So I want this hair to be a little lighter blonde than I did my like soldiers and some of my other elves. 2 drops. I hear the police outside. They're coming for me. Coming for the cat.
They're like, who just robbed a Petco?
It was me and Panny.
Well, he and I weight loss food.
That was me. He wouldn't take that stuff.
Although he does like it in the pouches.
Okay, your belly's a pouch. Let's retouch his head a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo that ear. Whoops. More Madoka. I've already seen it, so I know what happens.
I can watch out with you.
Okie doke.
So for the whole episode, I can say how much is happening.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that is some bright blonde hair. Doesn't look like it's closed all the way. That's fine. I'll retouch the spots on his face. All right, that's good. I think we just got the arrow tips and the bow. Base coat. Used. Okay. Is that still wet? That might still be wet. Old spot on there. It's not wet enough. I should probably toss this one since it's so chunky. Boom. Right. Yeah, it's supposed to got a lot of trim on it. I like that though in the elven bows. A lot of the human bows, like the ministers and stuff, just have like little metal caps at the end where the bow for where the string is affixed. That also has this lovely gilded metalwork into it. I think that's something that people kind of miss out on in the if they're not familiar with the wider world of Middle Earth. The elves are craftsmen. Like everything's dwarves are craftsmen. And they are, but so are the elves. They're not just like putzing around the woods, singing, eating plants all day. They're hunters. They smith, they make weapons, make intricately detailed works. Silmarils, Rings of Power, all that were elven made. I think it's really like, well, I think a lot of people still get like the difference in like their crafts. Like an elven weapon's going to be super lightweight, while a dwarven weapon's going to be like really hard, heavy, Might be hard to lift and wield, but if you can swing it around, it's going to smash their stuff. I think I got his hand a little bit there. I did, just a teensy bit. Alright. And the tips of the arrows. Or the feathers, the fletching. God, here's another god-awfully bright color for this. But I'm really hoping the washes tone everything down. Oof, that is quite orange. Maybe a sword handle I just painted, I don't know. So little bits of stuff that's just like, oh, I have no idea what this particular shape is. And then you hit it with paint, you're like, oh, it's clearly something else. Right there. Bypass his head. Okay, I'm gonna have to start using the base though. I see the skin on his hands wearing off as I touch it. Yeah. Right. There it is. I think that's supposed to be a sword handle. So let me get a couple little bits of. Let's go with. Let's do some screaming skull. Actually, that one's brand new. Let me go with. No, Wraith one's too white. So yes, okay, screaming skull. Ooh, my one's giving me heartburn. Brand new, fresh, unused paint. Just need a little bit. Couple dips and dabs here and there. All right, so I think that is sword. And I think this might be two. Perfect. That's all those needed. All right, let's start applying the washes. Wash brush. Crack, crack. All right, let's start with the biggest one. Oh, that'll be the camo shade. Apply that on the tunic around the edges. It's filling a lot of the deeper bits nicely. Hoping that it's not going to wind up too glossy. So I cover the rest of them. Top of the shoulder. All right, that ought to cover here the edge of those washes. I didn't really think about putting a blue wash on this tunic. It does kind of leave the inside a little white, but I haven't decided yet. It might end up making everything look weird. What have I got? Dragonhawk might be a little blue. The other one's also really light. Yeah, I'm gonna do a tiny bit. Just a wee bit. All I can do his legs too. I guess with it. Oh man, that is dark. That is real dark. That is much darker than I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to mop up a lot of it, I think. And just use just the little bit I have and just kind of keep spreading it until it's thin enough. Doesn't look too dark. Almost dipped for more. I don't want to do. Looks a little better. I just want to get like just enough to get into the cracks on the cracks, but you know what I mean, the creases and folds on the edges of the sleeves and tunic. You don't want to use it to shade in the sleeve folds, the elbows. Yeah, that works okay. That worked. Didn't go on too thick, so it wasn't too deep of blue. Alright, so I think after that I'll do the Agrax, because that's the other second largest color. Oh yeah, I gotta do his hair with this because I really hope this really tones down the blonde. Though when I highlight it later, it'll be a reasonable color. So this day glow yellow. Boots. Put this in the quiver to make the arrows stand out. And I'm gonna put some of this on the quiver, and just because I think it's gonna help the gold stand out a little better. Yeah, that's gonna work on the quiver. Let's get his bracers. I always want to call them greaves, but those greaves are for the legs. Unless I'm doubly mistaken. Okay, I put too much on. That was too much for a bracer. I put so much on his head. So let me get the bracer. Let me get over here and push this into his blonde. And this is actually not working. Gosh, so it's almost just driving up the contrast instead of darkening it. But that is okay, because I can just go over it with another yellow. Go over it with a tan. Sword handles. The bow around his hands. No, I think it's just his face left. Face and hands. Yeah, okay. And the clutching. Clutching. Oh man, that burns. Okay, that did work. Cool. That's the Carbro Crimson. That did darken everything up underneath it. Cool. I don't think I'm going to need the normal, which is probably first. How do these all fit before? How did all of these fit before? What the hell? There we go. Bit tight. It's the Vallejo skin wash. Flesh wash. Flesh wash. His hands. Gotta give him fingers.
Screaming at us.
You considered he may have given up on screaming at us?
Better not have. You. Are you okay?
Hey, son, how's the depression, buddy? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. You tried not being sad? You should get up and exercise, buddy. That helps depression. Right. A little bit leak off the edge here. So that should cover all the washes. Let's give that a little bit to dry. A few spots where it does come in a little strong. Let's see if I can dab some of that away. That was super glue, so it was dry, it was just shiny. Alright. So I'm going to grab, I won't use one thing. I'll use Gorthra for the other straps. My heartburn is fucking killing me. I better quell it with some coffee. Okay. So Gorthra for the straps. Gold and silver for little highlights. Sleeves, tunic. Oh, and face. Sleeves, tunic, and face. I think yeah, we're actually almost done, relatively speaking. It's not bad. Only an hour and a half in for one hero. Oh man, if I did all my guys, all my troops and stuff like this, I'd go absolutely insane. Got my black and white for his eyes. And let's pick out a new color for his hair. I think I might go over his hair with more Screaming Skull, because that's kind of blondish. It's kind of a light platinum blonde color. Hi, honey.
It seems like giving.
Oh, have you considered beating him?
With a treat, right?
Yeah. Pick up a whole tree limb and just beat him until he's good.
A treat.
No, a tree limb.
Yeah.
No treats for him. Tree limb.
Sorry, Painting, got lost in translation.
Sorry, Panty buddy. Oh, you just sitting there cleaning himself. Hey, buddy. No butthole. But did you push one of Daddy's plants into a window yesterday? Or did you notice one of the round terrariums I have in your office is up against the window? I mean, it's fine. It's too big to fall through the gap, but I think it's just getting a lot of sun now, which is nice for it.
Whoops.
All right, there's a few spots that are kind of shiny and they look wet, but I think, judging by the fact that all the other areas are dry, I think that's just the glossiness of that wash. So, let's get him some eyeballs. Cycle brush, actually. Cycle brush and my less cycle brush spotter. And that chair's creaky. you know what? I wonder if I should dot his eyes with blue instead. Yeah, fuck it. That is details I do not have the time for. Not bad, actually. Not terrible. For just doing the black eye shape, I lucked out that one fairly well. Alright, cycle brush time. Actually, do I have this? Is this blob here still wet enough? It was. Now I've gone and fudged it up. I need some water in it. Oh boy, what have I created here? Glob of garbage, that's what. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It'll work. Alright, cycle brush. Little blob of white on the tip. Okay, it went on his nose, but it did not touch his eye, so, what the frick? Alright. Gosh. What the fuck's up? Okay. So that's not going well at all. Blot that eye right back out.
Watching the Madame Curie movie again,
Mhm.
so I liked it the first time. And it's so sweet because she's so independent. It's like, I'll never be my woman, but I still want to marry me. Like, sure. Oh, how romantic.
Oh boy, his eyes are not going well. Alright, so I'm just gonna white out his eyes. And I'm just gonna dot a little bit of blue into him. I also got a lot of paint up in the metal part of this brush for the first time. Oh man, the fucking heartburn. Okay. Yeah, I'll be right back. Let me go grab Tums, because goddamn. Oh. Damn. Spicy. Spicy. All right. Okay. Okay. It's a little bit thinner. Pull out the LotR again. Oh wait, I still have it here. We're just gonna do a little. Man, that kind of glopped up. Okay. I don't know if Psycho Brush can handle the shape of his face right now. Let's see if this little guy can just dot it. It's okay. I'll take it. He's just kind of staring straight ahead. He's not aiming to the side, but it's. I'll take it. That was difficult. All right. His boots are good. I think his pants are good. So let's do his. I don't want to say underpants. His underwear. I like the idea that, from what we know about Bilbo's mithril coat, that it was Legolas's baby clothes. I like that idea. All right, a little bit here in the middle. A bit here on the side. Other side. Yeah, buddy. What's up? It's been 10 minutes since you looked directly at me.
Oh, is he finally talking, Peony? I'm waiting forever here, Peony.
Hey, Penny, your attitude needs adjusting, buddy. Forcibly adjusting, you Mr. Buttface. Let's get the elbow. So the elbow. What, buddy? What, buddy?
The problem is I have a cat who likes eclairs.
Oh, and you happen to be eating an eclair, don't you? Aren't you? Oh gosh, however will you remedy this problem?
Annie, would you like to help us problem solve? I mean, you're the Aussie cat.
And you're the smartest cat in this house.
Really is. Us dumb cats, we're just dumb. Dum da dum dum dum. How do you feel, hon? Being just a big dumb cat.
It's okay, I don't have to make any decisions.
Can we figure out our health insurance stuff and all that financial stuff, saving? Sure we can.
He just chooses not to.
That's selfish.
He just doesn't want that burden.
Exactly. He does work hard during the week, though. Takes a lot of naps. And very difficult naps because he has to sleep through a lot of vacuuming.
I have seen his employee of the month sign, so I know he's working hard.
Did you know that he just got a new employee of the month sign?
Oh wow, good for him. What got him at this time?
What?
What did he do to get his award this month?
He was just so adorable under the growing lamp. Right.
That'll do it.
My dad thought it was crepes. He went up to my mom and he was so excited, and he said to my mom, "Oh my God, she actually made crepey employee of the month." And my mom said, "No." And so they looked at the sign together, and she said, "Crepes is just his middle name. That's pancakes again." It's like, no, that's crepey. And so they asked me afterwards when we were all together. No, that's just, it's like, the system's great. Yeah.
Obviously.
But it's okay because it's rated PM's favor.
Good for him. I'd say he deserves it, but we've clearly expressed and know that he does not deserve it. The system is rigged.
I am sorry, I goofed up.
Is that a blob of Gorthor still? It is. Oh, I forgot to mix it. No, let's use tunic next. Duh. So otherwise, I might end up covering up the straps I just made it, so. Just another new one? Not quite. Pretty close. Death Guard green. Zip. Alright, I'm going to use this slightly large brush. Slightly larger, it's still tiny. And I'll do that like here. Yeah, okay. Still looks like that bit was a little thin, so what's going on? A little thin, but that's okay. It just means I can faded in better. I can control the way it highlights. God, I haven't played my New Horizons town forever. I still do my New Leaf town literally every day since the game released. 11 years ago. Oh wow, yeah, it'll be 11 years this year. Oh, it'll be 11 years in just 9 days. But anyways, so I really hope none of my villagers move because I worked really hard to make sure I had like all wolves. It was actually kind of flat and square, so that's easy to paint. Let's use the hook to get. Where's the hook? There it is. Use the hook to get his sleeve highlights. That's one half of his tunic done. The next bit's going to be a bit harder. So it's all tucked in and around. Ooh, I got it. switch over this side. Ooh, boy. Get in there deep. Brush is curling a little bit, which is a shame. I guess that happens if you push your brush instead of pulling it. Sometimes I gotta just a little bit just to get into the spots it needs to go.
Protection to.
No, don't touch it. You'll die. Alright, I think that is the tunic. Oh, I got a little bit on his side here. Good to do. Alright, that should be good for the tunic. Let me have a little bit of shadow here that's just kind of. There we go. That's a little better. Now let's cover the straps. And I've already forgotten what brown I am using for that. Gorthor is the Goroth. Alright, let's try to identify what the heck a strap is. Alright, he's got one across his chest. Comes with a 3-point attachment. It goes around to this belt here on the side. Like the others, Legolas's belt is tied repeatedly upon itself instead of in a buckle. I just don't know when they invented belt buckles, I guess. And I don't care enough to look it up. Around a bit, because that strap, he brought it all the way in the back here. Oop, there's a fuzz. Excellent. All right. Use it on this little strap here and here and a little across the quiver. Okay. Bit that goes around his back there. Like his waist belt. Okay, how about let's come around the side. So that bit there goes to his three-way shoulder strap. This is the scabbard for his dagger. Don't know what this is, but I'm going to paint it that color just to make it stand out a little bit. That might actually be a little bit of hair now that I think about it, but it's too late at this point. I got a little bow. Oops. Got a little bit on the bow. Just paint quick. Good thing I did. I missed a spot on the bow. Okay. Oh, his grapes are actually kind of dark in the middle. Let's tell you what, let me do the Rhinox in the center of his. That's not dark enough. Alright, I'll get a little black out. I'll do his greaves that way. Greaves. The fucking bracelet wrist things. What the fuck are they called? You know what I mean. The things. Bracers. Ugh. Don't like his eyes. Lots of Corvus. I'll put some Corvus on his wrists. Yeah, it's not like contrast of it doesn't shine too much. Doesn't stand out. That's good. Alright, so that's for his bracers. Right, so still got his face, his hair, and little details. So let's do his hair next. Screamy skull. Yeah, it's a little grainy. That's good. Let's see if I can use this thin brush to kind of proper haircut, proper hair color. One little strand of hair at a time. Agonizingly slow here. This is actually looking really bad. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm just going to redo his hair entirely with the Screaming Skull. It looks like there's also little spots that I hit. Little spot touch-ups. Yeah, I think using that yellow was too yellow. I have to be a little more careful when I apply the wash to it too. I think I might have to control the way the wash goes into it so that it leaves like flowing streaks instead of short dots within each bit of hair. Need to add another touch up because I launched some hair onto his shoulder. However, I'm gonna save his hair for last. I think his hair might look more normal once I get his skin tones lightened up. Got my brush. Right, so let's do the cadmium flesh for his face. Tease like a dot. teeniest little clips.
Ew.
Did you get exploded, huh?
Look at all the spiders. There were like 3 spiders that just crawled out of there.
Go make friends with them. Tell them how much you love spiders.
Something like that.
Are you saying hello with your sword? Little spiders, chop, chop, chop. Alright, cadmium flesh. The back of his hand before I completely forget that I have to do his hands because I just did. This model made his fingers so long. Seriously, there's some fucking long fingers on this guy. Johnny Long Fingers. It's Legolas' nickname in the Fellowship. This is Legolas of the Woodland Realm, but you can call him Johnny Longfingers. And in about a month, it'll be time for 10-Finger Johnny.
Oh, yeah.
Jonesing for the ultimate in pyrotechnic high. Went right up and straight back down, and everybody ran, except for Johnny. Way boom, and up she goes. $1.5 limb Johnny on the 3rd day of July.
What's the name of the song?
10-Finger Johnny, I think. You're gonna have to listen to it yourself because I don't know if it's. I assume it's copyrighted, and I probably won't be able to have it in the background here in my video. But
Oh, sorry, I was telling Jesse about it.
oh,
I see, yeah. No, I want Jesse to listen to it. Because we have a pretty similar sense of humor. Johnny. So my uncle used to do fireworks, like for professional displays, the town and whatnot. He used to light them. But that's actually not how he lost his fingertips.
Always make sure your snow blower is off.
Yep. Like when I switched the heads for the lawn equipment that I have, batteries out. And I like tested to make sure it doesn't actually work.
Just a tiny bit of water. Just his hands are good.
Woo.
Sands aren't going to be good if I rub them off my fingers all over them as I go. Alright, bridge of the nose. It's usually a very good spot to start is the nose. The cheeks. Up around the brow. Alright, I do need a little bit more. So, I think just a tiny bit.
I appreciate scientists so much. They really give it like.
We are scientists, Ben.
Like yeah, but you know the ones that are just like it's their life.
Ah, nerds.
No,
Yeah, like the people who like made full careers out of everything.
yeah,
Like it was just kind of this thing. So Dr. Webb's watched a thing on Marie Curie.
I've always admired the scientists that just have made it their life that have these awesome contributions and stuff. Because that would never want to be me, or I'd never want to be that. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how science has gotten us places.
I don't want to be the one that accidentally blows myself up trying to discover a new explosive compound. That's somebody else's job. Let somebody else do that. I want to be the one who just figures out how to use this new compound to blow other things up.
Yeah, like there's definitely different levels of science. There's like the person that took every chance, made it their life, and deserves all these awesome awards and stuff. And then there's people that just kind of like use it.
Like me, and whatever the hell I'm up to in the garage.
I was gonna say I just want to be that person.
So Legolas being an elf and immortal, and also being played by a younger guy, looks younger than Aragorn and Boromir and Gimli, so he doesn't have any major face wrinkles I can really take advantage of when it comes to painting his face. Because it's like, well, he does now, but Legolas doesn't. So it's like, parts of his face where it's like, oh, I want to darken this, but if I do, it's just going to blend in with the rest of it. But I think I got it. I think, yeah, if I get in here and there and here and there, it'll leave me enough room that when I highlight with the final color, it'll look fine. Elves doesn't have any eyebrows at the moment, so. I think it's too late now. Too late to offer it to me now.
No, there's more.
Nope. Too mad about it. Sorry, that looks okay. That looks alright. And that's all it looks. It all looks okay. So hopefully the final blush color will even his face out. I also have to give him some eyebrows. Fortunately, Orlando Bloom has dark eyebrows, so not really thrilled with the eyes. Yeah, the eyes need some white dots. The eyes need white dots. They're not great. All right.
Jessie said she listened to it, and it's too funny.
Perfect-ish. One of his eyebrows is coming up on one of his eyeballs is coming up onto his eyebrow a little bit, but oh, you know what? I just have to change my camera angle. The clip for my desktop camera, I just realized is getting in the way of my face tracking. That ought to be a little better. All right, let's do the little dot for his rest of his face. Dab the areas where it's a little damp. Even just a little bit of moisture, like pre-dropped on there, can do. More boobs. More boobs. Alright, this is good. I'm just going to use this to do the last top highlights and everything. Top of his knuckles. These weird long fingers. Alright, let's do his face. Alright. So, starting on the bridge of his nose again. There, that's what it was. Okay. The very, like, top of the bridge of his nose hadn't been hit. So it kind of gave him, like, a big, heavy monobrow. A little thin there. Filled in his mouth a bit, which just wasn't intentional. Kind of ghoulish appearance here in his nose.
Friends with the cleaver.
Oh, nice. Good for you, bun. To kind of even his eyes out. Now he has no eyebrows. So let's very carefully give him some eyebrows. I'm just going to use the Gorthor, I think. Comparatively. First date's always good. I think that's my favorite.
Okay, I did that one. Any other one?
Parents' house.
I did that one too, maybe. Is there a third one?
Oof, oof, those eyebrows came out thick, but not in a good way. Oh shit. They came out way too thick. Alright, let's thin down those brows a bit. Will do. Alright. Psycho. Oh, I just bent the shit on my Psycho Brush. Whoops. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Jammed it into a thing and it just bent. Oh, shit. Really damaged my brush there. Alright, so let me grab a little flesh shade. Seraphim Sepia. I gotta put it over his mouth because I accidentally blotted out his lips.
And I just find one lot loose. That is not dark enough. Oh, that's why. The Rhinox hide in the wrong pot. That's why there wasn't any room in here. Agrax. I'll Agrax his mouth. Baby?
It is a baby.
Baby, I'm coming!
Just kidding, we're sitting here, buddy. You gotta come to us, butt face.
Yep, butt face. Butt face.
So I can kind of see
Adorable.
where his mouth is supposed to be now. So let's fix up his cheek on the side. His chin. If I hold him steady. this chin all the way. Get the little cheekbone on the side. Upper lip. Lower lip. His chin, and that looks so much better. Alright. Alright, okay, cool. His face is decent now. Alright, his hair still looks bright, so let's... Seraphim Sepia, I think, is too light brown. What's this? Reikland Flesh Shade. It almost looks too red. Let's see how the sepia does on his hair. If it's not great, I think I'll leave it, because at this point, I think doing an extra coat is probably going to start losing sculpt definition. Let's just try to carefully brush it into place. Okay, yeah, this looks good. Okay. Sepia works for turning this light blonde into like regular blonde. Still thick. Right. Once that dries, I'll add just a little bit more of the Screaming Skull on like the tops of the braids and stuff. Let's add a little silver. Looks like that some of the buckles are going to be silver, but it's not too much. Then we'll have all that gold trim on it. That's my Psycho brush. Ooh, it took a hit. I'm going to set that off to the side so it's safe. Alright. He's got a little buckle here. Got two, actually. One here in the front. Two here in the front. I have to touch that one up a bit. This other weird one here. I think it's just kind of a leaf shape. That should be all the silver. Just those little spots there. LotR in there to fix the shape. There we go. Gold. Gold's gonna be a pain in the ass. Yeah, gold's gonna be a real pain in the ass. I haven't used this one in a while, so I got it mixed up good. Heard it for a second. There's a steel ball in here because this one is one of my older paints that I bought, and then like there was a point when I wanted to get back into the hobby, and then I just didn't because I ended up never having any time. That's when I think this paint is from. It's one of the ones I had to like stick all these steel balls in because they literally settled to the point they were like water on top and then crud in the bottom. All right. So let's see. Gosh. he's got gold up top. Oh boy.
We'll pause for a second.
Huh?
Should we have
Don't tell the boys that there'll be a rebellion. Can't quite tell what I'm looking at. Because it doesn't look like it's like an even pattern. It's okay. I don't like his eyebrows. It's kind of sad. Alright, let's do the bottom of the bow. Can't tell what I'm looking at. I have a reference pulled up, but it's still not like super clear. Oh boy. It's kind of hard because this metallic is kind of a transparent. It's okay for the bow. Let's do the quiver. The top of the quiver is actually pretty clear. This bottom lace is just kind of a mess. So I'm going to do the whole bottom gold. And kind of build it up from there. I wonder if the gold... Yeah, you know what? I think what I'm going to do with this gold lace is I'm going to fill it in, then hit it with a wash. Some of these spots, because, like, damn. Except for the top. I think the top ought to be just fine as is. I hope it is, because this looks quite nice on top. Let's do the rim of the quiver, the mouth of the quiver, the opening of the quiver, quiver hole, gold.
belief system.
So this is actually not too hard to paint. Unfortunately, my paint is shitty. And it's not the particular pot. I think it's just how metallics work. So I think this might also be a hit it with the gold paint, wash it after. That's what I want to do, because goddamn. I'm tired. Should be good enough. Don't fall. Alright, let's use a little bit of the Screaming Skull. Use a couple spots right here. This is braid. I'm just going to use to highlight a few areas. This part pulled across his temple ought to be good.
Oh no! Jesse drowned.
Womp womp. Letting your friend die.
We're not even in the same thing.
Oh, you don't even stick around to help your friend. Cool.
Well, I was already lost in eyes.
Larger blob came up with a plan with that one. Right, I think that's good for the hair. What is that?
Jeez, I'm finding so much thoughties.
Let's see if I can fix his brow. I know I said I was going to leave it, but I really can't stand it. Fix up his temples a little bit too. I can color Legolas's eyebrows. Legolas. Legolas. Yeah, he's really got like flat, dark brown eyebrows. So glad that paint actually dried because I hit his head too hard with it. Let's get dangerous with this. Take the Rhinox hide. A little bit. Just a little bit there. Problem with Rhinox, it's one of those ones that's dark enough that I can't really see the texture on it too well. Like a light coming from the side. Let's get mini brush. It's coming along. There is eyebrow marks on there a little bit. That is one. Not great. Oh gosh. Oh boy. That's it. There's 2 eyebrows. I will consider that a win. Do a very minor touch up. Blot out the eyebrow accidentally, but fuck. Oh, that fixed the eyebrows. Cool. Eyebrows are okay. They're all right. Now let me take that Agrax. Agrax. And it will hit the gold. Oh wow, this brush is slimy and sticky. That brush hardened. Oof. Alright, that filled in the trim quite nicely, I think. Yeah. That looks much nicer. Okay. His face is a little odd. I think I just made the eyes too light. But the eyes are a little too high in the socket. So he looks more like an angry Moai statue. But I think we're good. Get to cleaning my brushes and I'll get to sleeping because that. Oops, let me. I got my windows open. I can't see anything. There we go. Turned out all right. I'll get the better pictures up soon. Yeah, that green wash, the camo shade is a little glossy, I think. But if it weren't for the gloss, I think it would look pretty good. It still looks pretty good. I think it would just look a little better without the gloss. All right, I gotta get packed up because tomorrow the Lego Door set comes out, and I gotta get up and early to be. I probably won't be first in line, but I want to be close. because goddamn, that is a huge set. It's like 3 feet tall, giant tower. I need it. Need it. Need it. Just like everything close down because I'm sleepy. It's 11 o'clock, so it was a good 3-hour stream. It's away. Pots all in order. I had all my little bristle guards in order, and then I just swiped all of my paints through them and scrambled them up. So I gotta figure out what fits what. But let me do that afterwards. So yeah, no painting stream next week because I'm gonna be traveling. But I can do another chapter of Mario during the week. And I think once I finish up Paper Mario, I want to play some Fallout. Because I've never finished Fallout, ever. Never even gotten that far in Fallout 3. Because I always get distracted, and then by the time I can... What the fuck was that? How did you hear that?
Yeah.
What was that?
I have no idea what that was.
Okay. Nope, something snapped somewhere.
I heard that too, yeah.
What was that? Oh, it may have been part of the table. That's what it was. Table latch. Okay. Anyways, I always get distracted when I'm playing Fallout 3. And then by the time I pick it up again, it's like I was in the middle of doing something. But I can never remember what. So I'll be like in the middle of an area. No recollection of what I was doing or looking for or planning. Or which mission I was going to do next. So, the only game I've ever managed to recall where I was Final Fantasy V. I know that I was at least in the very middle of trying to use the Gold Needle exploit in one area. Where you can basically go down to the basement of this castle, where there should be a whole bunch of stone soldiers or statue soldiers that should absolutely demolish you. But because they're stone, if you use a gold needle on them, just die. It's an instant kill for them. So you can just use it to farm your ability points. And then next thing you know, you're at like all your weapons class, all your job classes are filled in and good, and you've got everything. Anybody can switch to any job class and keep all their skills all the time. So I know I was in the middle doing that. But although I know one of my saves I think is on Mothership Zeta. I really don't remember anything beyond that. So that's when I want to open up and play and sit down. I'll probably do. I also have New Vegas. I hear everybody likes New Vegas. That's like one of their favorites. So maybe I'll play New Vegas instead. One of the two. I'll coin toss it. But let me get my brushes cleaned. Let me get wrapped up and signed off. Tuned in. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you sometime next week, but not for painting, because I got weddings and shit to do. At least I get to dress up fancy and drink, so hey, that's always fun. I know I always say I want to get my lab up and going, but maybe that's what I'll get sorted out this weekend, is because I've had a batch of silver going and it's getting a little, the copper in it is starting to corrode a little bit. In just like the one way that I don't really need it to. I can clean it up. I have the materials, I have the supplies. I just have to like clear the space for it. Maybe once I finish drinking all this mead I made, I'll make another batch. But anyways, I think that's it for tonight. So I'll see you sometime later this week for Paper Mario, but otherwise, have a good night and see you later.